A Case of Identity is one of the captivating short stories featuring the brilliant detective Sherlock Holmes, written by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Originally published in 1891 as part of the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, this narrative explores themes of deception, identity, and human emotions. The story is narrated by Dr. John Watson, who recounts another of his remarkable adventures alongside Sherlock Holmes. Watson reflects on the variety of cases that have come their way, each presenting its unique challenges. A Case of Identity is one such intriguing case. The narrative begins when a young woman named Miss Mary Sutherland visits Holmes and Watson at 221B Baker Street, seeking the detective's assistance in a matter that has left her deeply troubled. Miss Sutherland describes her predicament to Holmes, Watson, and the readers. Miss Sutherland's story is both curious and distressing. She explains that she had been engaged to a man named Hosmer Angel, a typist who worked at a nearby office. Miss Sutherland's mother strongly disapproved of the engagement, believing that Hosmer Angel was not a suitable match for her daughter. Despite her mother's objections, Miss Sutherland was deeply in love with Angel. However, her world is turned upside down when, on the morning of their wedding day, Hosmer Angel disappears without a trace. Miss Sutherland is left heartbroken and bewildered by his sudden and inexplicable departure. The only clue she has is a letter that Hosmer Angel left behind, which is both cryptic and puzzling. In the letter, Angel instructs Miss Sutherland to meet him at the altar at a specific time, and he warns her not to try to find out anything about him until they are married. Miss Sutherland faithfully follows Angel's instructions and waits at the appointed time and place, but Angel fails to appear. Her distress and confusion lead her to seek Holmes's help in solving the mystery of Hosmer Angel's disappearance. Holmes, with his signature deductive prowess, listens carefully to Miss Sutherland's account and examines the letter left by Angel. He immediately identifies several unusual aspects of the case. The most notable is the typewritten address on the envelope, which suggests that the typewriter used was of a particular and somewhat outdated model. Holmes decides to take on the case and asks Miss Sutherland to return in the following week with her mother. He wants to meet both of them and gather more information about the situation. During the subsequent meeting, Holmes questions Miss Sutherland's mother and discovers that she has always been opposed to her daughter's engagement to Hosmer Angel. She explains her reservations about Angel, describing him as secretive and unconventional in his habits. Holmes also learns that Miss Sutherland is the sole heir to a substantial income from her deceased uncle's estate. This information adds another layer of complexity to the case. Holmes and Watson embark on their investigation, and they visit the office where Hosmer Angel worked as a typist. Holmes examines the typewriters in the office and deduces that Angel used a particular type of typewriter that was not the same as the one on which the letter was typed. With this crucial piece of evidence, Holmes formulates a theory about the case. He believes that Hosmer Angel's disappearance is a ruse, and he is likely still alive. Furthermore, he suspects that someone has been impersonating Angel to deceive Miss Sutherland. Holmes puts his theory to the test by arranging a meeting with Miss Sutherland and her mother. During the meeting, he reveals his deductions and proposes a plan to unmask the true identity of Hosmer Angel. Following Holmes's plan, Miss Sutherland invites the person she believes to be Hosmer Angel to her home. This individual arrives and is revealed to be none other than her stepfather, Mr. Windibank. Holmes had deduced Windibank's true identity based on his handwriting, as the letter left by Angel and Windibank's handwriting exhibited striking similarities. Windibank confesses to the deception, explaining that he posed as Hosmer Angel to gain access to Miss Sutherland's income. His intention was to marry her and subsequently control her wealth. He used the ruse to keep her away from marriage while maintaining control over her finances. Holmes confronts Windibank and warns him against any further deceit or exploitation of Miss Sutherland. He also advises Miss Sutherland to sever ties with her stepfather. A case of identity concludes with the exposure of the deception and the resolution of Miss Sutherland's predicament. The case showcases Holmes's exceptional deductive skills and his ability to uncover the truth even in seemingly perplexing situations. The story also serves as a commentary on the complexities of human emotions and the lengths to which some individuals will go to achieve their personal gain. Miss Sutherland's vulnerability and genuine love for Hosmer Angel contrast with the manipulation and deceit of her stepfather, Mr. Windibank.